Yeah! Hello, friends. Sorry, I am a just disorganized mess, honestly. Oh, hey, here I am. I'm setting everything up. We are live in the Essential Collaborative group and on YouTube. Hey, YouTube fam. It's been a while since we've talked about oils. So I'm really excited. I'm gonna fill up my diffuser real quick. I was just trying to make space in my office, which has literally never been this messy, except maybe when we first moved in. Yeah, it's pretty bad. While I'm at it, let me show you how easy it is to fill up a diffuser, okay? Are you ready? Because this is important. Hey, Ellie. Okay, look. This is water. I've actually already added essential oils to this because I planned ahead. Just kidding. I filled up all my diffusers with this earlier. So it already has oil in it. So I guess it's oil and water. And here is the Luster diffuser. It's new from Young Living, although it was like a limited time thing. So I'm gonna get down on this level so y'all can see. So there is a fill line. Literally gonna just pour this water in to my diffuser, to the fill line. That's it. Set that aside. I'm gonna add a little bit of extra oil just for like the sake of it. Let me look. This is my jam lately. It smells super good. Patchouli, which is like very earthy, grounding, and lime. Yum. So I'm gonna add some patchouli and lime to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, some drops. I don't ever measure anything, ever. Don't ever ask me for a recipe because I don't know. But that's the beauty of oils, is you can just kind of wing it and like experiment and do what you like. No harm, no foul. There we go. So, put my little top back on my diffuser. Put my pretty cover back on. This is like made out of glass. It's really gorgeous. Pick the light setting. I always just love that one, although it might be distracting. So I'm gonna turn off the light, but we've got the oils pumping. Close my office doors so that no kids or dogs can come in. Okay, hey, you guys, so excited. I'm here to answer all of your oil questions, whatever you want to know, to help to walk you through some of the things that are maybe holding you back. If you haven't made the decision to dive in yet, tell me why. If you have started with oils, but you feel like you don't really know what to do with them, feel free to ask. This is just me dedicating time to help, because nobody should put their oil babies in a corner. Okay, I'm gonna try to manage both of these, this whole comment situation here. Let me see. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Approximately how many drops do you like in a diffuser? I love oils. I have been using them for 6 years, so I am like super used to them, and I will load it up. Anytime I diffuse, I'm probably diffusing 25 to 35 drops of oil, because our house is also very open, and so I really like to just like fill up the whole house with the smell of oils. The oils are a great alternative to candles. If y'all are still using candles, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but they're really, really bad for you. You can just look on the American Lung Association website, anywhere. Burning candles is one of the most toxic things you can do. So in your home, it's an easy switch. Just replace the candles with a diffuser and essential oils, and you can literally copycat your own candle recipes. Like I have one, it's my favorite Anthro blend. It smells like the volcano candle from Anthro. You can do Christmas spirit or clove and orange and get those like fall Christmassy scents. You can add in vetiver for that like campfire, you know, that like, I'm gonna make, copaiba and vanilla. Let me tell you, 100%, that blend smells like warm vanilla sugar from Bath and Body Works, but without all the toxic stuff. Okay. Let's see. So let me just start this whole thing by saying I'm not a doctor and I'm not going to diagnose or prescribe anything. I will share my story and what works for me. If you have specific medical questions, my recommendation is to get the oils in your hands, and get it plugged into our wellness group. So we will show you the resources that you can use. Some of my favorite information. This desk reference that you can use to look up whatever you might possibly want to see if there's an oil for, there is. You can look it up in this book and it'll tell you what to use. I will just say up front, get the oils in your hands, because yes, there's an oil for that. If you're like, is there an oil that'll help with this? Yes, oils and supplements. Between those two things, there's something, I promise. So get them and then start the learning and start the using. Okay. Whew. Let's see. Okay. Let me go with the questions. Let me see what I can do here. Is there a starter kit that can be used with kids too? 100%, the premium starter kit. I use that on all my kids. These are still my favorite oils. Been using Young Living for 6 years and I have a lot of oils. When I say a lot, I mean I'm a little fun tonight, guys. Hold on. Oh, I wish I could take you with me. I have a whole drawer full of unopened oils. I have a lot of oils. That's what I'm trying to say. Let me see if I can show you. Don't judge my office. It's a mess. You see that? That's just a couple of. So I have a lot of different oils. But the ones that come in the starter kit are still my favorite. They're still the ones we use the most. They're the ones we order the most often and go through the most. They're the ones that I'm like, we need to have 2 backup bottles. Like Digize, we don't run out of Digize in this house. Panaway, if you have toddlers, Panaway is a lifesaver. So the oils that come in the starter kit, there's one missing. Which one is it? Hang on. Thieves. What oil is missing from this kit? There's one missing. The point is, yes, for your kids, you can use these. Dilute them to whatever dilution ratio you are comfortable with for your children. That's fine. There are kids' oils that are pre-diluted and designed specifically for kids. Let me see if I can show you. In Canada, they're sold in a kit, a little oiler starter kit. These are the KidSense oils. Genius is a free one this month. If your order is a certain amount, you get Genius for free. There's Sleepy Eyes and Sniffle Ease. I like the kids' oils because 1, they're already diluted, and 2, they have really easy names like Owie and Tummy Jize, so you know what to do with them. But you don't need a special kids blend. You can literally just add a little bit of coconut or jojoba oil to the starter kit oils and use this on your kids, no problem. What's your favorite oil to use? That would be, there's 2. My favorite, that would be this Calm CBD roller. This is my all-time favorite. I would bathe in this. I literally would soak my entire body in this. It smells so good to me. The Calm CBD. And then this roller is filled, no, it's not. This roller is filled with an oil called Higher Unity, which is my other. This was my favorite until Calm. Now they're tied. Yeah, they're tied. Higher Unity, favorite oil. Is there a monthly fee you have to pay to be part of Young Living? Okay, so when Young Living works like a wholesale membership, kind of like Costco, you don't have to pay a yearly fee. You go to Costco, you pay a membership fee, and then they're like, oh, you can shop here now. And then every year you have to pay that membership fee. With Young Living, you buy a starter kit. So you don't just pay a fee, you get something in return. So you buy your starter kit, 12 oils, diffuser, other goodies. You get that membership and you do whatever the heck you want with it. If you want to order stuff 3 times a year or never again, or, which that would make me sad, but for you, that would make me sad for you. Or if you want to order oils every single month, You can. You do whatever you want. You don't have to sell anything. That's not required. There is an opportunity always. If you want to share your referral link with a friend or family member or a stranger or neighbor or whatever, give them your referral link and Young Living will send you a thank you check. But there's no like sales requirements or pressure, nothing like that. They have a loyalty program called Essential Rewards. So if you do know that you want to make oils like a staple in your home and a part of your life, or if you want to start switching out chemical products for plant-based safe ones, or if you want to start using like supplements and things for your health, Essential Rewards is the way to go because you place a small monthly order. You can pick whatever you want each month, change it up, and they give you store credit back every single month, a percentage of your order back in store credit to get free stuff. So it's totally flexible. There are no strings attached. I hope that summarizes the kit and the membership. Thieves is a fantastic cleaner. It is all we use in our home. I absolutely trust it. It works wonders. I love it so much. Thieves is amazing, especially diffusing it for the air. The Thieves cleaner, the laundry soap, it's all wonderful. This is a good question. Is Young Living lavender safe for infant boys? So there are several articles you will find talking about lavender and the effects on boys because it can act as an estrogen. We are talking in those situations about synthetic lavender, okay? Or lavender that's been adulterated, lavender oil that's been distilled using chemical solvents. Basically, those studies are based on the constituents in lavender. Constituents are like the building blocks of essential oils, okay? The constituents are what make the oils do certain things in your body. The constituents are what make Young Living's oils therapeutic. But science is crazy, and people are crazy, and people think they can do things better than God. I don't know, whatever. They have figured out how to make constituents in a laboratory. They can pull molecules from this and this and this and put them together like Frankenstein and create fake constituents, fake essential oils. Does that make sense? So the reason that they would do this is because they can make an oil smell sweeter or stronger or, more earthy or whatever they want to do. It's cheaper. It's way cheaper. So when you are hearing things about lavender and negative effects on the reproductive system or hormones, that's talking about synthetic lavender because your body gets it and goes, what is this? I don't know what to do with this. Same thing with eating like chemical foods. Like your body's like, I don't know what this is. And it freaks out and it throws everything off. That's why fragrance is so bad for you. That's why certain chemicals in our like hand sanitizers. I don't know if y'all saw that. The FDA just put out a thing saying lots of hand sanitizers are bad for you. Surprise! So are lots of soaps and shampoos and makeups and all the things. It's because of these ingredients that have endocrine disruptors. They mess with your hormones. They act as fake estrogens and they clog up your cells. Pure lavender, Young Living's lavender is legit. They take lavender plants grown in like the most organic standards imaginable, like well beyond what the USDA says is organic. Young Living exceeds all of that. It's great. They take the lavender, they put it into the distiller. They use pure, clean water and distill the oil from the lavender and put it in a bottle. That is what you get. Not the same thing as fake lavender. It is not going to have negative effects. I hope that was a good explanation, but if you want more science lingo, you can look up Dr. Lindsay Elmore. She is a pharmacist, a doctor of pharmacology, and breaks down the science behind essential oils and Young Living and the difference, and she has a video talking specifically about that. So, okay, let's see. The aroma rings are reusable. Can I join your team if I bought the kit from someone else? Kayla, this is a good question, especially for this setting. We like to encourage people to grow where they're planted, even if the person who enrolled you isn't active. If you have an active Young Living account, I would suggest first reaching out to your silver or above leader. log into your account and look under the My Account section and see. It'll have your leadership listed. Try reaching out to them first to see if they have groups for you to be a part of, and see if they can connect you. Where you are still welcome to like come to all of the lives and watch all of our videos and follow along with our team and get that information there. But yeah, I like to try to encourage people to grow within the team they're on, because young living is the point. Doesn't matter if you're on my team or somebody else's team, like we still want you to, you know, be successful where you are and be helping. Are the oils international? Yes, Young Living is all over the globe, and we have people in all over the globe. In Europe, in Australia, in Mexico, in Canada. So you are welcome. We would love to have you on our team no matter where you are. Let's see. Okay, sorry you guys, I'm scrolling up. Thank you to everyone who's helping answer questions. Fennel oil is amazing if you are a nursing mom and trying to help get a boost to your milk supply. Again, quality matters, because if you're not using a therapeutic grade, like Young Living quality oil, it may not have the constituents that are needed to actually have an effect on your body. So you would basically just be wasting the oil, your money, whatever. The constituents, again, are the things in the oils that give them those properties that make them affect our bodies and our moods and all of that. Without the constituents, it's just an oil that smells good. It's basically just fragrance. Let's see. Cassie asked about oils for nausea during pregnancy, which y'all know, if you guys have been following along, I get sick with every pregnancy, like hyperemesis, real sick. Some favorites have been peppermint, for sure. Diffusing peppermint, wearing peppermint, bringing it with me and smelling the bottle. And then the aroma rings that Young Living released. Let me see if I can grab one. The aroma rings are amazing. You can you can soak essential oils on them. Aroma Ease is an essential oil blend by Young Living that's really great. This is what the aroma ring looks like. And you put it up in your nose like that. See? And then you can just breathe in that oil. It's like your own little personal diffuser. If you guys are not a member yet and you sign up with our link tonight, the aroma rings are actually coming to you you get aroma ring in your welcome box from us. I'm gonna take that out because this one doesn't have any oil on it. So it's like, it's always weird when it's just, doesn't smell like anything. Let's see. Sorry guys, I'm trying to catch up on the comments. Here we are. I'm on two different things here. What do you diffuse in? Okay, so with the kids in their bath, so diffusing oils, like I'll put oils in a diffuser. What this does is it uses vibration to diffuse water and essential oil into the air, kind of like a little humidifier, and then the oil gets carried with the water molecules up into the air. It makes everything smell good. There are two other ways to use oils. One of those is to use them topically. So for example, my Higher Unity roller, this has like a cool little roller ball top right on it. And you can roll it behind your ears, on your neck, on your wrist, wherever. Just smell it. This would be great to do with oils like Panaway or Cool Azul that are great for your muscles. So if you have sore muscles, or if you're working out, or if you just slept wrong, you can put those oils right onto your muscles and they're going to help provide some comfort, relief. And then the other way to use oils is internally. You can use like vegetable capsules to take them as a supplement, or add a drop to your water. I love lime, lemon, jade lemon, amazing. And then my Ningxia red, which is Young Living's supplement here. I always add lime to it. It's so good. So those are like the three ways to use oils. In the bath, if I'm using oils for our kids' baths, I will take Epsom salt, like a 1/4 cup of Epsom salt, add the oils to that to help them like soak into the salts so that they don't just sit on top of the water. They'll kind of help dissolve a little better into the bath water. And so like at bedtime, we like Freedom, Sleepy Eyes, even just lavender is great, cedarwood is great, all of those oils for the bath. Is this true? You can get more out of the products. Like, how do you split your products to last? Okay. Yes. So this is why Young Living's like shampoo, laundry soap, dish soap, all of their products like that are really concentrated. Like a little goes a long way. A lot of people have trouble getting in the habit of using like so much less, especially dish soap. Like, please, I tried that. My husband, kids, my mom, they're like pouring all the dish soap in. I'm like, please, that's not how you do it. You don't need that much. It doesn't suds up as much because it doesn't have SLS or SLES, which are chemicals that are trying to create their surfactants. So they create bubbles and suds. So they don't use those chemical surfactants, so they don't suds as much, something like that. So instead of trying to retrain everyone to just use a little bit, a lot of people like to just dilute the things. So when you go to the store and you buy laundry detergent, they come in those big jugs. Most of that is water. Most of that is water. You are literally paying for water. With Young Living, you get a little bottle because they're not giving you water. You can get your own water, right? So some people will take like their dish soap, for example. I have a glass dish soap container, like a pump. You know, it's like a hand soap pump, really, but I put dish soap in it. I put about this much dish soap in the bottom, and I fill the rest with hot water and add a teaspoon of baking soda, mix it up really good, and that's my dish soap. When that's out, I will make another one with the same, like a little bit. So it goes a long way. Like a bottle of dish soap lasts us for months. The same thing with the laundry detergent, except I don't add water to mine. Some people will split the laundry soap into 3 bottles and add water to each one and fill up 3 big bottles. I use, let me grab it and I'll show you guys. Because I have one down here. If I can get through my office, it's a mess. Okay. Put this back here. This is not. This is actually coconut oil in here. This one's fractionated coconut oil for filling up the rollers for our welcome packages. But this is the bottle that I use. I put, and 1 bottle of Thieves laundry soap fits in one of these. It's 32 ounces. So I'll pour the laundry soap in, and then I just do 3 pumps of this for a large load of laundry. I want to show you guys what 3 pumps is, but I don't know the best way to do that. Let me just try this. Hang on. I'm gonna make a mess. Fine. Okay. You'll see this jar that is empty right now. It's a little dirty. It's fine. So, do you see that? What is that, like a tablespoon? It's like maybe a tablespoon of laundry soap. That's all I use for a large load of laundry. If I'm doing a small load of laundry, I only use 1 pump. So my laundry soap bottles have lasted me. We have 6 kids, and I probably go through a bottle of laundry soap once every 4 to 6 months, just depending on how much my kids are like changing their clothes. So I hope that helps explain a little bit about the products. Like, you're not going to be buying laundry soap every single month. You're not going to be buying dish soap every single month, or shampoo or whatever. They last a really long time. Let's see. Yay. Must you use distilled water in your diffuser? No, it's going to last longer. The reason for that is that if your water has a lot of minerals in it, it can create buildup in the diffuser, and it'll wear your diffuser out a little bit faster. But I don't usually. Sometimes I'll use like the water from the fridge, filtered water or whatever in the diffusers. Just clean your diffuser regularly and it should be okay. Oops, sorry guys. Okay, so yeah, peppermint and pregnancy. Someone was asking about peppermint and pregnancy. It's not that peppermint's not okay during pregnancy. It's that peppermint can cause your baby to turn in the womb. Like if you apply it to your abdomen and your baby is head down, they may flip. And so obviously that creates a problem. Peppermint will be great if your baby is breech and you're trying to encourage them to flip. So that is the explanation for that. What is the best roller to use for head tension? For head anything. I love, okay, from the starter kit, you can use Pan Away, Peppermint, Frankincense, Stress Away, Valor, even Lavender, depending on like the root issue. Outside of the starter kit, this is my favorite go-to. It is called Deep Relief. It comes in a roller, just like this. And I put it on my temples here. I could put it on like the back of my neck, just depending on where I feel like I need the support. This is my fave. This is one of my like top products after your starter kit, for sure. Grab Deep Relief. Oh, Jackie, that's sweet. Okay, 2 days in a row. Jackie N. If your account with Young Living is not active, you can absolutely reactivate it with a new starter kit or with an order, and change your enroller and sponsor to our information if your account is not active. If it is active, connect with the person, your upline, like I said before. But if your account's not active, then yeah, you can reactivate it that way. And if you reactivate with a 100 PV order, we'll send you our little welcome package that we send also. Ashley, how do I convince someone their adulterated oils are not the same? It's hard. It's hard because some people are just not ready to receive that information. I think that for me, what has helped is understanding the science and chemistry behind oils, because I understand what makes oils therapeutic. I understand the testing. That helps me explain it a little bit more. And I'll explain for you guys too, so you can hear. But also just smelling the difference. I mean it. I have, 1, bought cheap oils to smell. 2, have had friends who have used competing brands and had bottles, and I've done the smell test, smell them both. There is a night and day difference in Young Living oils, I promise. So sometimes just smelling the difference is enough. Here is, I think, the thing to understand. And some people are told that like sweet smelling oils are better. Like if an oil smells sweet, it's because it's been distilled more than once or those constituents are damaged. Your peppermint should not smell like a candy cane. Your peppermint oil should not smell like a candy cane. It should smell like crisp, strong mint. Lemon should not smell like a lemon head candy. It should smell like crisp lemon. Lemony fresh, just like straight up, like you squeeze the lemon rind and that's the smell. If your oils are smelling sweet, it's because either they have been distilled improperly and they have lost constituents, or they have been distilled more than one time, which also damages the constituents, or they're adulterated, or like oils should not be distilled at all. So sometimes companies will distill their citrus oils, and that's not the case. It should be cold pressed from the rind. So when I explain to people, you know, aside from having them smell the difference, when I'm talking about the quality of Young Living, is again, we're talking a lot about constituents, is understanding that an oil like lavender that has linalool is one of the constituents in lavender, okay? And there's like 200 or more. There are like literally hundreds of constituents in each oil, okay? when you distill oils, each oil has a certain temperature, a certain time that it should be distilled for. If you distill it for not long enough, you won't get all 200 of those constituents. If you distill it too long, even like an hour too long, you will lose all of them. And you end up with an oil that has nothing therapeutic in it. It just smells. So I think understanding how delicate that process is, and knowing that Young Living has had literally 30 years of experience testing, distilling, their distillation method is proprietary and protected. Like there is so much research behind their methods and so much practice and so much data. They have the largest like library of data on essential oils and the correct everything, process, the constituents they should have, all of that, compared to anywhere. So sometimes, so the other thing that matters is understanding that just because an oil is tested as pure, it doesn't mean that the constituents aren't synthetic. When companies get their oils tested, they look for, okay, here's the list of what should be in this oil. Yep, check, 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 check. They check off, okay, all these things, there's nothing in it that's not supposed to be in it. Great. They don't go, oh, linalool, did that come straight from the lavender or did this come, like, originate in a lab? Okay, so oils can be adulterated, as in a company could take their lavender plant, distill it again and again and again and again, the same plant material, distill it multiple times. What this does is it gets them like tons of oil, but it's like watered down each time. Just like I always say, if you were to brew coffee with the same grounds over and over and over again, you would end up with like watered down, could you even call it coffee? No, at the end. So they can do this, and then they're getting all this oil, even though the quality is just decreasing and decreasing, decreasing each time. And then they can go and say, all right, we need to add in, and they can take synthetic constituents, which are like dirt cheap to make. It's the same thing as fragrance, okay? And add it to the oil to make it smell stronger, sweeter, better. So people don't know. They can still say, here it is, it's pure, because they didn't add anything that's not already in the oil. It's just that the source is not the same. That's what your body has a problem with, okay? So when I say oils are adulterated, I don't mean they're getting lavender oil that's got some crazy like chemical in it that's not supposed to be there. It's that the source of what's in it may not be, like, it didn't just come from a lavender plant and get to the oil. Like, they messed with it in between, and it still checks all the boxes because there's nothing abnormal, and they're not looking like under a close enough microscope. Does that make sense? I hope that is a good explanation. I know that's the explanation, but I hope that I explained it well. Okay, hold on. I got my charger stuck under my chair wheels, and I'm about to take the whole computer down with me. So that is why I stress the importance of oils, knowing where you, oh, Lori, what is happening here? Hold on. Knowing where your oils are coming from, knowing that they're not all the same, and that just because it's pure and just because your company says, oh, we test them, we send them for testing, and the testing is pure, like, that doesn't mean jack squat, because here's the kicker. Just about every single other essential oil company out there, and when I say that, I mean even the top competitors for Young Living, even though don't distill their own oils. They buy them pre-distilled from third-party companies. So they buy big barrels of essential oil. They had no part in the distillation process. They had no control over it. They don't know if they distilled it hot enough or too hot or long enough or not, or too long. Like, they don't know any of that. There's no control. There's no quality control there. Even, like I said, the leading competitors, they're just buying their oils in barrels, putting them into bottles, and putting their label on it. This is what sets Young Living apart. that was like a soapbox rant, but I'm sorry. I think that's the most important thing. When it comes to essential oils and oil safety, quality is the most important thing. And so that's something I will chat about in length. Sarah Jenkins, I think I just answered your question about the difference between doTERRA and Young Living with pretty much everything I just said. Yes, Faith, exactly. Faith just said from personal experience, it was big, the difference between those two companies in particular. She used the one company for 5 years and then switched to Young Living. And the amount of oil she had to use was like drastically less, and the effects were much more noticeable. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down because I think I'm really behind. I'm super sorry. Amber would love to know how to build your business when starting out. Absolutely, this is a great question because this is like the other thing that I love about Young Living. Is that it is a business and it is a huge blessing for me and our family, especially right now, to be able to work from home and to still be able to support other people and their businesses. Thanks to Young Living, it's like amazing. So the Young Living business is about sharing what you love. Step 1, buy the oils and use them. You will fall in love with them. They will work because they do work, because there's a whole book right here about the chemistry of how and why they work with our bodies, because you can go to pubmed.gov and look at all these peer-reviewed medical studies that show you that oils do work. And when you have those experiences, there's like, aha, oh my goodness, I used an oil for this and like I am blown away. Wow, didn't know if this was gonna work, but I tried it and I can't believe it. Like when you have those moments, you will want to tell everyone. Like you will want to tell your friends. When your friends like, oh man, I'm struggling with this, and you're like, hey, here, take this, use it. It's yours, like love you. It's made a huge difference for me, so I know it's gonna help you. Just share, like share from the heart. That is where it starts. Use it, love it, share it. It's super simple. You do have to be intentional. I would check with your upline and your team and see if they have any business resources for you, because chances are they do have a way for you to get plugged in and help learn a little bit more about being intentional. But that's just like the basics of this, and that's what we tell everyone. Like, you don't have to sell anything, you don't have to be a salesy person, you just have to share your experiences, because people are looking for ways to support their health and wellness and emotions and families and all the things. Does the laundry soap make your clothes smell like thieves? No. The laundry soap does not make your clothes smell like anything, because the things that make your clothes smell are chemicals. Not just chemical fragrance, but actually chemical binders that make the fragrance bind to your clothing. If your clothes come out of the wash smelling like something, that's because there's a xenoestrogen, aka hormone disruptor, in what you're using to wash them. So your clothes won't smell anything like anything unless you're adding oils separately to your laundry, like on wool dryer balls, or I will just like take the lid off of, like pine is one of my favorites. I'll take the lid and I'll just like shake the bottle inside the dryer before I dry my clothes, and they come out smelling great. The smell doesn't last as long because again, there's no chemicals binding it to that. Let's see. Okay, best advice for handling people telling you they're not safe for animals. There is, I mean, honestly, an entire book written with veterinarians, by veterinarians, for using essential oils for animals, all different animals. You know, like I think personal testimony, I have 2 dogs. Again, it comes down to quality. The same thing with babies and people, quality matters. when there are these studies done and these stories that make people so scared because they're talking about essential oils being toxic and poison, that is talking about, those are based on synthetic versions of the constituents. So like they'll look at, I don't know specific examples, so I'm going to make one up. But if they looked at like wintergreen, okay, and looked at like one of the constituents in wintergreen and were like from like a fake, not from wintergreen itself. This is not a good example. Hold on. I don't know all the constituents by names. Okay, if they were like menthol is bad for cats, but they're talking about like fake menthol, like chemical menthol that's added to Vicks Vapor Rub or, you know, cough drops or whatever, like made in a lab menthol, so bad for your pets. That doesn't necessarily translate to natural menthol from peppermint is bad for your pets. But they're not differentiating. They're saying menthol is bad for your pets, so peppermint essential oil is bad for your pets because it has menthol in it. It doesn't work like that, because you can't compare something that was made in a laboratory with something that wasn't. Something that came straight from nature. And again, if you are wanting to use oils with your pets and being very, you know, intentional and cautious, like this is a great book. It has all the different kinds of animals, from livestock to cats and dogs and fish and birds. I think birds would be the most sensitive. Their respiratory systems are very sensitive. So if I had a bird, I would definitely grab the animal reference guide and be cautious, you know, like just learning what is good to use around them. But my friend has a cat who literally lays next to her diffuser all day long and just loves it. And then our dogs, we use oils on them. We give them Ningxia Red. Ningxia is actually really good for them. So yeah. Somebody had asked, let's see, up here. Whitney, you know, I feel like in the world, anytime somebody's doing something really great, paving the way, especially when people are coming in behind them and copycatting and trying to duplicate and trying to compete with, you're gonna have people saying bad things. Just look around anywhere. That always happens. A lot of the things that you're going to read online, I feel like it's so important to look at the sources of who is saying it. 9 times out of 10, they are with a competing company, or they just hate natural anything. There's one particular person who is responsible for several rumors that are really nasty, who is like notoriously against, thinks home births are like horrible and that people who should do them should be arrested. Like that, I'm sorry, but that kind of thinking doesn't translate to anything for me, because like I love home birth and I think it's wonderful. So I take the haters with a grain of salt, because most of the time from what I've seen all of the time, it's like truly baseless. And that's what I think about that. Okay, so let me just catch up again. Is it effective to slowly switch out products? Are the bad and good products contradicting each other? No, like even if you're not ready to switch out the things that you're using in your home, you can still benefit from oils. Again, if nothing else, get rid of candles and get rid of like air fresheners and fragrance filled things in your home and just diffuse oils. Obviously, if you're looking to really like improve your health and wellness, then yeah, to an extent, continuing to use toxic things while trying to use oils, like that's like putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound, right? Or like pouring water into a cup with holes in it, or a colander. I guess that'd be easier to say. Because you're constantly disrupting the oils bring balance. That's what they do. When you put them on, they adapt. They're adaptogenic. So they're like, what does this body need? Okay. And they adapt to meet your body's needs. They clear out your cell receptor sites. They repair on a cellular level. Like, it's amazing, that book about the chemistry. It's amazing what oils can do in our bodies. But if you are then every single day using shampoo, face wash, detergent on your clothes that you're wearing all day, with ingredients that clog your cell receptor sites and disrupt your hormones, then yeah, you're not going to get super far with bringing balance back to your body, because you're going to clog your cell receptor sites and use oils to try to clear them and then clog them again, and it's just going to be this cycle. So switching slowly is the best way to do it so that you're not overwhelmed. Unless you have the money and the means to like just swap everything at once, like go for it. But I think like what we did and what's most practical is to take it one step at a time and say like, okay, this month I'm focusing on my kids. So I'm going to swap out their shampoo, body wash, their toothpaste, get them some oils to diffuse in their room, maybe their lotion, whatever your kids are using, their vitamins, just focus on them, swap everything out there. And then say, okay, I'm going to focus on personal care for me. So deodorant, toothpaste, shampoo, maybe skincare, whatever. Swap that out. And then the next month, like, okay, I'm going to focus on my, laundry, dish soap, that kind of thing. And just take it like one chunk at a time. The cool thing about this is when you use Essential Rewards, the rewards program from Young Living, and you order each month, you're getting points back. You get 10% back for 3 months, and then it jumps up to 20%. So by your 4th month of like ordering stuff, you're getting $20 back on every 100, which is freaking phenomenal. And there is Target doesn't do that. I know that for a fact. So that's what we did when we started out. Like, we bought the things we needed for our home. We call it transfer buying. Is like the things that we would already be buying: deodorant, toothpaste, dish soap, like and again, remember, you can like dilute them, use a little bit, stretch it for a long time. So we focused on using those products or buying those products, and then all my points I would save up and get like an essential oil that I really wanted, or some skincare that I couldn't afford at the time and we didn't like need but I really wanted. So I would use the points for that kind of stuff. Jasmine, I talked earlier about the difference in oils. I think that specific brand of oils uses really crappy marketing tactics, and they lack a lot of integrity. And to me, that's already a deal breaker. But I also know that there is no way, literal no way, there is no way they are getting oils of the same quality for the cost. No freaking way. Okay. One, you could not, I don't even know what the word is. Like, you could not convince me that they're going to Oman, which Young Living is the only company allowed to distill frankincense from Oman. The only ones allowed in there, FYI. So you can't tell me they're getting the same sacred frankincense, that they're going there, bottling it, shipping it, and selling it for, what is it? I don't know, $16 or something stupid, $20, whatever. Not possible. Not possible. There's no way. Importing it, paying all the taxes and the fees and all the... Same thing. Our lavender fields, Young Living's lavender fields in Utah, it costs $12,000 per square acre every day to hand weed those fields, versus using a chemical herbicide where you spray it on and it kills the weeds. $60 per square acre. 60 versus 12,000. So when you see a lavender oil that costs $6 for a big bottle, I would literally bet you a starter kit that oil is not up to Young Living standards. Absolutely not, no way. And again, here's where I gotta stress the importance of the quality and paying for the quality. Essential oil molecules are lipid soluble, which means they dissolve in fats. The molecules are teeny tiny, they're volatile. So they're small enough to evaporate into the air. Literally, if you leave your bottle open, it will evaporate into the air. They're small enough to get into our bloodstream and pass through the blood-brain barrier. That means when you smell that, you smell the oils, the molecules from the oils literally go through your nose and get to the limbic system in your brain. They pass the blood-brain barrier. This is major, okay? Pharmaceutical drugs, like usually if you see the ingredient polysorbate 80 in stuff, food, drugs, that is a chemical designed to open your blood-brain barrier. But this is the exact reason that like chemotherapy doesn't work for certain brain cancers, because the molecules can't get to the brain, okay? Can't get through there. Essential oils penetrate the blood-brain barrier. So we got this. This is a big deal. They're in your blood, through your body, to your brain. You do not want nasty things, synthetic chemicals, herbicides, pesticides, chemical solvents from the distillation process for companies that don't just use water, but they use chemicals to pull out the oil. You don't want that stuff piggybacking on your essential oils to your brain or to your kids' brains. Like, this is not okay. Quality matters. Paying for quality matters. Making sure you're getting completely unadulterated. I don't just mean like, oh, they added great stuff to it and it's got extra ingredients. No, I mean like the oil has not been tampered with. It came straight from the plant. They didn't add anything. They didn't modify it. They didn't enhance it. They didn't do anything to it. That's why you don't want that. You don't want that because it's getting into your blood. Your body doesn't know what to do with that. It's going to cause more problems than it is going to help. The same reason that fragrance is bad for us. This is why, like, even when things are fragranced with essential oils, I don't know where those oils came from. Like, this is why I don't use like certain soaps from other companies, because even though it says that they get their fragrances from essential oils, that doesn't mean a whole lot. They can get it from the essential oil and then they can modify it, enhance it, do whatever they want, and still just say it's natural. And so I don't trust that. Okay. Lorna, there is a collection called the Reconnect collection that was designed specifically to support kiddos who are on the spectrum, which I think is so amazing. It comes with instructions in it, but most of the oils you can just put like a roller top on and roll them right on. So that collection is available. If you can, I would still get the premium starter kit with all the oils and diffuser and that Reconnect collection. But if you can't swing both at the same time and you really want that first, you could do a basic starter kit and then add that. I'm just trying to think. Or you could get the starter kit and then get the Reconnect next month with Essential Rewards. Genius is one of the oils in the Reconnect collection. It's really great for brain support, and it is free this month with... Any of my girls know how much, what the PV tier is to get the Genius oil? Let me look. I'm sure I saved it somewhere. I should probably have these things remembered, but let's see. Somebody's gonna comment and tell you before I get to finding it, I'm sure. Because it's not there. Okay, I'll check back with that. But if you're interested, I can help you figure out how to get that. The Genius oil. It's one of the kids' oils. Looks like this. You can get it for free this month. Oh, you guys are awesome. Okay, Katie's asking what synthetic constituents would do to the body. They just confuse your body. Your body doesn't know what to do with it, so it disrupts your hormones. It clogs up your cell receptors. They're just not great. They can cause like your cells to start duplicating in abnormal ways, which we know that is basically called a tumor. Guys, if you are like on YouTube, if I missed your question, just ask it again. I'm trying to keep up with both here. Let's see, sorry. Jackie, no, I don't pressure people to buy the starter kit. I encourage them to, because that is the best way to get started. I think that's a mindset thing for you. I think you got to shift the way you're thinking about it, because my goal truly is to help people experience wellness and change. I started with a starter kit and I didn't even know how to use any of it. All I knew is I wanted to get rid of cleaners. I was like, all right, I'll just get all these oils and figure it out later. We use every single one of them. Like I said, like they are the staple oils. Here's the thing. Somebody asked earlier about head tension and what oil to use. And I said, oh, you know, in the kit, you've got peppermint, pan away, frankincense, lavender, stress away, valor. That's 6 oils that I named, okay? If I said you got peppermint, oh, peppermint's good for that. And so you're like, okay, I'm gonna buy peppermint. And you buy peppermint and you use peppermint and you're like, this is not working. Okay, oils don't work. Oils don't work. But maybe depending on the type of tension you are experiencing, maybe it was stress related and you really just needed like stress away, calm down, chill out. Maybe it was, something else and you needed like lavender. Like with the starter kit, it's a toolkit. So you're literally setting people up to have what they need and to figure it out. So like, I never think of it like that. I would never pressure someone to do anything. But if somebody's asking me about oils and the best way to start, or saying, hey, I'd love to try oils for whatever, I know that the best way to start is that kit, because I know that you need a toolkit, you need to play around. Even me and my husband have different preferences for sleep oils or for just like what we use. Like I said, I love deep relief, but he loves peppermint. Like he'll use peppermint, put a drop on his tongue and push it to the roof of his mouth. For me, I grab my deep relief or I'll use frankincense. And so I think that understanding even like emotional stuff, sometimes I want frankincense, sometimes I want valor. It really just depends. But I have the toolkit to choose from. And I think you're doing people a great disservice to not explain that to them and encourage them to go for it. Even if they have to save up for a couple months to do so. That is always going to be the best way to start. And that's not about me. That's about helping people. The best carrier oil to use, that is totally up to you. Coconut oil is great. I don't like to use it on my face because it will clog your pores. So I like to use jojoba oil on my face. Rosehip is great. You can use avocado oil. I think jojoba is the closest to like your skin's natural sebum, so that one's good to use. Abby, may I ask what newborn laundry soap you recommend? Thieves. The Thieves laundry soap by Young Living. Hands down. For everyone in your family, that is the safest option. Like buying into the things that are marketed just for babies, like the Drift and the stuff like that. Nope. Those things have horrible ingredients in it, and it's so sad. It makes me so sad because they're marketed for literally like newborn babies, but they contain fragrance and all kinds of stuff. So I would encourage you just to look at the ingredients. Go to the EWG website, the Environmental Working Group website, and you can go to that website and type in through like it's called Skin Deep, this database, and you can look up the ingredients. So grab the laundry soap or look it up online, take the ingredients and copy and paste and look each one up, and it'll give you a rating on toxicity and tell you, like, it'll show you the studies that have been done and all of that. It's important to know though that those websites too do the same thing with essential oils, where they don't take quality into account. So that's a little bit frustrating. That's kind of new. I think that, I don't know, I heard rumors that one of those websites got bought out by like a big name company. And so I think that that changed some things. But yeah, just look at everything. Look at the studies, look at the reason why it's given a certain rating, and kind of do your own research there. But for us, like, I would feel totally, I mean, we've used Thieves in our home for years, and for our babies and everybody. Okay, I'm gonna just scroll down. There we go. There are a lot of formulas online. Heather, like, you can't, I don't know, there's no wrong way. I want to say that. There's like not, I don't know, there is an exact science to blending oils for certain purposes, but if you're trying to make like your own glow serum for your face, just play around with the oils that you have. Like if you have the starter kit, there are frankincense and lavender are great. If you can swing for some of the expensive oils like blue tansy, even better. But overall, I think like how many drops or this or that, like there's so much room for tweaking it and interpreting it and doing kind of what you want. The desk reference, okay, the desk reference that I showed you guys, there's the animal one, and then there's this desk reference, which is like super comprehensive guide. You can get those at discoverlsp.com. It's the life science publishing website. I will type that for you. There you go. Cass, you can send me a message. Email me at hello@essentialcollaborative.com. We can chat later about, if you guys have like really specific questions, then you can send an email. hello@essentialcollaborative.com is the email. Yes, Danielle, the membership. So I explained this at the beginning, but it's a wholesale membership. If you get like a Ningxia Red starter kit, you get that free membership. You can use it however you want it. I would say if you are wanting to try Ningxia, I would go ahead and hop on Essential Rewards and give it a shot for at least 2 months with the Ningxia on your order. And because like it's life-changing, right? I always say you don't necessarily notice it at first, but if you run out, it'll be 2 days and you'll be like, oh my gosh, like what just happened? Like energy-wise, Ningxia makes a huge difference. But there's no sales requirements with Young Living. You will have the ability to share your referral link if somebody you know wants to grab a starter kit, but there's no pressure, there's no like quota, there's nothing like that. So yeah, it's your membership to do what you want with it. You get 24% off as a wholesale member. Let's see. Oh, you're always so sweet. Nancy, there's a ton of products that are really great and would provide like some relief there. Like Panaway is in the starter kit. Frankincense would probably be great, and lavender. Valor, you also get, not the roll-on one, but you get like a little bottle of Valor in the starter kit. Deep Relief. There is a CBD kit that has CBD oil, which you can take like this. CBD oil would be amazing. And then they also have, let me see if it's up here. This is what the CBD starter kit looks like. Yeah, it's in here. There's a muscle balm, joint and muscle balm. This stuff is phenomenal. Like, it's phenomenal. So that would be something I would look into. Let's see. How do you know what kind of oils? Sorry, let me look. I think I missed something. How do you know what kind of oils for anything? The starter kit. Always, that's the way to go. Can you explain how the MLM works with Young Living? Interested in knowing more. Yes. This is Nacho Mama's MLM. Like, it's not, listen, I have like dabbled in the MLM world. Mostly because I wanted the products for myself, and like the best way to get them was to just be a hostess and grab the things, you know, have my own party, basically. They call them kit snatchers, you know, when you like can get the whole like kit and it comes with a bunch of stuff and then you just don't do anything with it. That was me. You can do that with Young Living too, but that would be sad. They always had like sales goals, and it was like you lose your status, your distributor status, if you don't sell a certain amount or whatever. I don't know, standards, you know. Young Living is not like that. There's no pressure. Like 93.5, something like that. Some 90% of Young Living members don't do it as a business. They literally are just like customers who order the products with their discount. That's like how most people do it. If you want to do it as a business, it can be really amazing because the products work and they're freaking wonderful. And that's why so many people use them every day. Like the retention rate, aka the people who are on Essential Rewards ordering Young Living every month, is insane. There is a guy, his name is Richard Blissbrook, and he is like a network marketing guru. He started a company that would basically go in and look at this data and like the back end of network marketing companies, like their corporate whatever, and tell them, hey, here's what you need to work on, here's your room for improvement, here's what you're doing wrong. Like that was his company. He legit gave up his company to join Young Living as a distributor because he was like, this is amazing. For real, like that's a big deal. And not enough people probably know that. So their compensation plan is generous. Two, it's not, you can run with it as hard and as fast as you want to and do as much, like it's really up to you. With any network marketing business, like you're your own boss. So you're the one responsible for your success. But I have found that Young Living is something that doesn't feel like sales to me. Like it doesn't, I didn't even start it for sales. Like I didn't start it as a business. I've been a member for 6 years and I've only been like making it into a business for the last 3. The first 3, I still told all my friends and family about it and helped like people get starter kits, but just because I love this stuff so much, it wasn't like a business to me. I don't think you find that with other network marketing companies. I feel like that, I don't know. It's different. And there's this culture of like building each other up and like teamwork, and even with people who aren't in your team, like some of my really great friends are not in my Young Living team, but we still help each other and cheer each other on. And like even my videos on Facebook are available for Crossline to invite people to and to learn from, like Team Young Living. And I feel like that kind of culture is hard to come by these days. The whole women supporting women thing, which is so funny that I just posted about it today. But that's the tribe that I found, like this community where it's like, it doesn't matter if you're on my team or not. Like it's community over competition. And I freaking love it so much. And so, yeah, that's that. I don't know if that was an answer to your question, but again, it's as simple as loving something so much that you want to tell every single person in the world about it, which is exactly what happened when I got my kid. I'm like, Mom, I just got essential oils. Holy crap, you need some. Like, these are super cool. Look at this. Look, I use this one for this, and I can use this one for this, and I like just wouldn't shut up about it. Anytime my friends like, oh, my kids are sick, I'm like, here's a diffuser. Roll this on their feet, put it down their spine. Like, here's some oils to diffuse. Do this and this and this. Like, that was just me all the time with every person I knew. And so like, it was really, like, it just came naturally I wasn't really, like I said, trying to make a business. I just loved it and saw that it worked and wanted everyone to know. Let's see. How much do you use the Ningxia Red? How often? So 2 to 4 ounces a day is the recommended Ningxia Red intake. This glass was full because I I don't know, I really like it. It's full of antioxidants. It's really good for you. You don't need more than 2 to 4 ounces a day. But for me, I had like a little headache before, like an hour or so before this started, and I was like, I need some Ningxia. Like if I'm not getting a lot of sleep, if I'm not getting if I'm just feeling run down, worn out, I will like double or triple my Ningxia. Oh, Belinda, you guys, you see Belinda commenting there. She is our Australian leader. I met her because of Young Living. She came to stay with us all the way from Australia last year, and it was the best. And that's absolutely right. She said, love the tribe, love the biz. A lot of people accidentally start this business. Yeah, you did, for sure. but like, it's so cool because, I don't know, I just feel like we found such an amazing community because of it. Okay, so if y'all have been sticking with me this long and you are wanting to grab your kit, we would love to have you. You can go to the person who invited you to listen in. They can give you their referral link, and you can sign up with them. If you are here for us, the Murrays and me, sharing, you can go to essentialcollaborative.com and enroll there. Start with the starter kit, whether it's the oils and the diffuser, or the Ningxia Red, or the CBD kit. Any of the starter kits are amazing. The oils, my favorite, hands down. If you're wanting to use oils, like that is the best. You can always get another starter kit later. The only kit you can't buy right now is the CBD starter kit unless you're signing up as a new member. But the other ones you could buy, like Ningxia, there's an Essential Rewards kit. Anyway, oh, my sponsor ID number, let me see if I can type it in. How do I? It won't let me comment to you on my thing. Wait for it, ready? I'm gonna say it. 1835810. That is our member number. Or like I said, you can go to essentialcollaborative.com, and that'll automatically put that member number in. Anyway, opt into Essential Rewards, and I'm going to send you a welcome package, which I was supposed to have ready to show you, but I dropped the ball. It'll have an aroma ring in it. You'll get like an aroma ring. You will get a pretty roller that looks like this with the bamboo top, a little brown roller. You will get a sample of one of the skincare products. You'll get a glass spray bottle, which is over here. Okay, a glass, my bad, spray bottle for Thieves cleaner. You'll also get a bottle's worth of Thieves cleaner. So you put the Thieves cleaner in here and fill it with water, and then you have a cleaner for your home. Cool thing about Thieves cleaner is you can use it to clean literally everything in your entire house. It's the only cleaner that we use for every surface, every room, everywhere. And then you'll get a couple other little goodies too. So that is, if you grab a kit with our link this month, that is our gift to you, and join Essential Rewards. So you can make your starter kit your first Essential Rewards order. That's what I would recommend doing, because Young Living will also send you a free oil this month. Joni, I have not sent them out yet. That's it. I'm waiting on a couple more things to come in so I can put them all together. I have to order things in bulk, and so I just have to wait for them to get here. I feel like shipping, everything is slowed down so much. Amber bottles. I like the way amber bottles look. You don't have to use them, but I just love the way they look. I think they're really pretty. Amber you do want to use for your essential oils, because sunlight will damage the constituents. Remember how I said without the constituents the oils just smell? They don't do anything for you. So direct sunlight and heat will damage the constituents. Kelly, I'm so sorry you feel that way. I think that a lot of times it's a matter of what we see value in. And for us, when I got my starter kit, John was working at our church making less than $30,000 a year, and we had 3 kids, and we just bought our first home, and things were really tight. We were living paycheck to paycheck for sure, but it was really important to me to have safe things in my home, to not have things under the sink that would harm my children. I didn't want to have to worry about calling poison control if they got a hold of something. And so we invested in our starter kit and invested in our wellness, and we've literally never looked back. Again, like, I get that. I get what it's like to feel like I'm scraping by. How am I supposed to afford this? But save up, invest in your wellness, because I will say that if you, like, we get one life, right? And so if you are spending your days feeling miserable or being sick or struggling, like, what is that? What life is that? It's not worth it, you know? Our kids have not had a sick visit to the doctor since, I mean, it's been 6 years. We've had we went two trips to the doctors for, like, turns out to be colds. Actually, no, I think Jude, the last time we went to the doctor, Jude was 9 months old. She's 6 now, 6.5. She was 9 months old, and she had the flu. And they didn't do anything. The doctor said, go home, use your oils, rest, and keep her hydrated. And that was it. And she was better in 2 days. So for me, investing into our wellness and our family's wellness is worth every penny we have. That's why we feed our kids healthy foods. That's why we make all the choices we make is for them and their benefit. But it's definitely an investment. Oh, y'all are sweet. Okay. Glass versus plastic, or clear versus amber for spray bottles. Personal preference. Like with Thieves cleaner, it's not as important. You know, like the Thieves cleaner concentrate comes in a plastic bottle, so you could use a plastic. I actually do have one. Where'd it go? I like to drop. Oh, here it is. I got this one from Target, and so sometimes I'll fill this up and use it. Like, especially if the kids are helping me clean, I'd rather them have that. I do have a couple of clear glass ones, so it really doesn't matter for that. Like I said, the only time that matters is like if you're making a glow serum or something with just essential oils that you want to protect those constituents in the oils. So, yeah. All right, y'all. I've been talking a lot. I love y'all. Let's see. I'm trying to learn more about oils. If you burn them in the diffuser, it's not for your health, only for smell. No. Okay, so no heat. Heat damages the oils, so don't burn them. Oil, like the diffuser uses water and vibration. It doesn't use heat. So that's a big difference, because there are some out there like wax melts and oil burners and those things. It's not the same thing. When you smell a pure essential oil like Young Living's, the molecules, like frankincense, go through your nose to your brain. They pass the blood-brain barrier to the limbic system of your brain. You can look this up. The limbic system is responsible for hormones. It's responsible for mood and memories and emotions. So when you're smelling the oils, those molecules like literally go to your brain and send signals to your brain to release hormones or to react. Your brain signals the rest of your body. So they physically, just smelling them has a physical effect on you and your body and your mood, especially your mood. So, like, have you ever smelled something and it takes you back in time to, like, when I smell, it's funny because it's actually cedarwood oil. It reminds me of my grandparents' house, which was built out of cedar trees. It was like a log cabin that my grandpa built, and it was made from cedar. And so anytime I smell that oil, I spent so much of my childhood there. I like close my eyes and I'm like transported back in time. It's crazy. But that's the power of the limbic system, and that's the power of the essential oils and how they work. Let's see. Bridget, I love that your husband's asking for peace and calming. Y'all are so sweet. All right. I am going to go. If you have any questions, you can email me, hello@essentialcollaborative.com. If you grab your starter kit tonight and hop on Essential Rewards, I will send you that welcome package. and we'll get you added to our Facebook group. We have a private group just for our team, for education, and we do like giveaways and fun community building things there. So you'll get to be a part of that too. And you will have a whole team of people to support you, cheer you on, and help you figure out what to use. It's not just get a starter kit and that's it. Like, we're here and you'll get a lot of resources and a lot of help, and you'll make it's like kind of like you're gonna get adopted into a big oily family. So brace yourself for that. Y'all are awesome. Where do I email? Email hello@essentialcollaborative.com. I wish I could type on my, but it won't let me. It won't let me respond via, I don't know why. Sorry about that. All right. I will see you guys super soon. Thursday, we're going to be doing a workshop on our Facebook page, the Essential Collaborative Facebook page. Faith is going to be talking about essential oils and emotions. So tune into that. And Megan, sorry, real quick, the starter kit. Same thing. Start with that kit. You can dilute the oils. They are all fine to use. I would use every single one of them around my kids as infants and up. All right. I'll see you guys later next time.